Hi guys, welcome back to Abba and Alethea. I know it has been a hot minute, but something really cool just happened this morning to me, and I thought I'd share it. So I'm just going to be talking about bringing the Holy Spirit into everyday life and how intentional God is. So this morning I woke up at like 9, and I've been trying to get in like a 20 to 40 minute walk. It usually ends up being like a 35 minute walk just around my neighborhood, first thing during my day. So I read the Bible for 10 or 15 minutes, and then I get up and go on my walk before anything else. So I first started out my walk and I was like, Lord, this walk is just for you. And I didn't really think anything of it, low-key, because I kind of do that, like I try to do it every time, like say that prayer every time before I start doing my walk, because it's just my time to talk to the Lord like out loud and also like getting exercise and just walking around and having the fresh air and just being grateful for things. So today was so amazing. So I started my walk out. Lord, this walk is for you. Just like let me be led by the Holy Spirit. And so I was walking, and actually, first of all, before I even got out of bed, the Lord, it's really funny. So the Lord, just shows me a map of what my route should be on my walk, because my neighborhood is really big and there's a lot of different cul-de-sacs and like, places you can go. And so, I have like 2 or 3 little routes that I do around my neighborhood. And today the Holy Spirit guided me to a completely different route, and I was like, okay, might as well do it. Might as well obey the Holy Spirit. And it did make a big difference. So when I was in my bed, the Lord gave me the route. I said the prayer for my walk, and then I'm just walking the route that he showed me, like in the Spirit. And so I'm completely being led, and I'm just praying and walking and talking to the Lord. And so in my neighborhood there is like there's a trail, and then it goes down into a park, and it was like out of my way, so I would have to backtrack and then go down and then go back up and then do the rest of my route. And so I was like, I don't really want to do that, low-key. But I'm like, whatever, I'll get a few more steps in and I'll obey you, So I went down into the park, and there was this girl that I had prayed for like 2 months ago, also in my neighborhood. And this girl was actually in one of my classes in high school, freshman year. I hadn't seen her since. And then 2 months ago, I prayed for her on a different walk, and I hadn't seen her since. She was at the park, just like swinging on the steps. So crazy. And it was actually perfect timing with the Holy Spirit. So there was a mom also at the swings with her 2 girls, and they were leaving. And so the girl that I had prayed for was by herself now. So for like a hot minute, I was just like texting on my phone so like the mom could like leave. But it was perfect timing. So the mom and her daughters left, and I'm left with the girl that I had evangelized to 2 months ago. And so I walk up and I talk to her, and I'm like, hey, how have you been? You're blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, yeah. And she was just super, super sweet. And I asked her how life has been, how's her job, how's college been for her. And she was like, good. And I asked her if she needed anything else, any other prayer this time. And she said no. And I was like, oh, could I just like pray for a generalized prayer? And she was like, oh yeah, I'll never turn down a generalized prayer. And so I just prayed for her again, and it was really just a sweet moment where like I knew that the Holy Spirit knew that she was going to be there, even when I was in my bedroom, like when I was in my bedroom like an hour beforehand, he showed me the route so I would backtrack, so I would meet the girl again. And I just love how intentional the Father is. So I prayed for her, and she's Catholic, so I just prayed that she would like really tap into the Lord and the Holy Spirit, and that she would just find joy and peace in a relationship with him, and really like dive into the Word. Because okay, I know, like, some Catholics, like, just, like, don't even read their word a lot, and then some do. I mean, us Christians, too. A lot of us Christians can be lukewarm. But I just prayed for a, like, really good relationship with the Lord and his word for her. And so, that's the first cool, crazy part. Second of all, what's it called? It's not a book nook. It's like there was one of those, like, book house type of things that, you can, like, put books in and, like, you take books out. Anyways, so I'm forgetting the name right now. But there's one of those in my neighborhood. It's a lot of kids' books, so, like, I never go near it. I mean, like, I don't need to. I don't know. And actually, this is also the enemy, so I was gonna divulge from my route again and, like, walk around the book. I'm just gonna keep calling it a book nook because I can't remember what it's called. So I was gonna go around the book nook and then a longer route to my house, because I just wanted a longer walk today. But I just felt led to, like, go down the path, past the book nook, and then as I'm passing the book nook, the Holy Spirit says, fear. And I knew right then and there that there were books on fear. You guys, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. I have not, like, opened that book nook in, like 3 months. And it was just because I was with my friend and her kids, and we looked at it, and there was nothing. And there's usually nothing in those, So, the Holy Spirit told me that there was he said fear, and I knew in my spirit that there were books about fear. I open it, guys. It says School of Fear. Listen to the Holy Spirit. And then it doesn't stop there. I took it immediately. Obviously, I have it in my hand. Listen to the Holy Spirit, guys. Notebook of Doom. And there were a bunch of them. Notebook of Doom with skulls. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I do not care. They are trying to get these into kids. And no. Well, I took these from these kids because the enemy will not spread fear into us. Fear, yeah. A school of fear. The Holy Spirit told me fear. And then, look at this. The Magnificent Mummy Maker. I was like, okay, already kind of weird, but, like, I was almost gonna leave this one. I read the back. The blurb, the blurb has a mummy spirit really moved into Andy's body. I said, heck no, I'm taking this one too. So, yeah. So, listen to the Holy Spirit. Yeah. So, anyways, the Lord is so intentional just about, just with the girl. And then, like, him telling my route, first of all. Me letting the Holy Spirit lead. Seeing that girl again. Getting to pray for her personally again. And she hasn't crossed my mind since I prayed for her, like, 2 months ago, too. And then still sticking on the path. And then fear. I'm just so shook right now. Like, okay, also, I have some other kids' books, and I will be replacing them. FYI, do not fret. But, even if there was just, like, these Doom books, I would have been like, oh, okay, I'm snatching those. They create chaos and fear. A literal book called School of Fear. Guys, be led by the Holy Spirit. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, he's great and amazing. And also, another thing is the enemy tries to, like, divulge you from the path. Like, yeah, there was, like, 3 different times where the enemy just, like, sneakily was like, no, but you want a longer walk. I can go back on a walk a different time, but if I didn't listen to the Holy Spirit, I wouldn't have kept these kids from literal demons entering them by reading fear books. Okay. Yeah, so there's that. And, yeah. Anyways, yeah, the enemy, what I always say, too, is whatever the Holy Spirit told you, first of all, do that. Because he, first of all, showed me that path. Okay, do that path. Because the enemy just, like, wants you to know just divulge you from the path so many different times. But I'm like, no, what did the Holy Spirit tell me first? And then do that. And that's what it was. So 2 crazy different stories. Well, I mean, all in the same walk, but getting to evangelize to the girl and then getting those fear books. Love you guys so much. It was a short little testimony, but I felt led to share it. Yeah, listen to the Holy Spirit. Bye, love you.